Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the SNA podcast. Unfortunately, we are without Alex for this episode, but I'm gonna be your host for today, and joined alongside me is Oki. Welcome on, mate.
What is up, everyone? How are we all doing? Thanks for getting me on the podcast, guys.
No worries, no worries. So, without further ado, let's just kick right off. This podcast will be about the Colchester United game. Here's a quick overview. It was a great assist from Lucas Moura to find Bergwijn, and Bergwijn found Son to tap it in for the first goal. And then it was a good header from Lucas Moura from the second, and it was a clean finish from Delhi for the third, and we ended up winning the game 3-0. Thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I mean, it's standard stuff, of course, playing Colchester in a friendly game. It was nice to see a lot of fans there as well. I could see on the broadcast. Obviously,
Yeah.
comfortable. Nice to see some of the youth players. I mean, it's crazy how many substitutions we made. I think it was around the 5th minute mark. But yeah, I like what I was seeing, especially from Dane Scarlett. Tanganga, I thought, had a good game. But yeah, not too much to say really. It's just a preseason game.
Yeah. So that's what we've got to say. So there's not really much to say on the game, just the standard performance, like you said. So I think we should just start talking about the players who were involved and who played well, who played kinda bad. But firstly, let's start with Oliver Skip. Have you seen that pass that he made? I think that he was really good.
Yeah, I thought he was great as well. I saw the pass. It was nice. It was kind of like Pogba. But yeah, I like that we've got him back from Norwich. I think he's grown as a player on his 1 year loan, and I'm excited to see him play. I definitely think that, especially when we play 4-2-3-1, he slots quite well into the CDM spot. So yeah, could be an option going forward.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So that's it. And also, Tanganga had a really solid performance. No, he barely even played. So Tanganga was captain for kind of mostly the second half, and actually once Dean Scarlett came on, he made some good opportunities. Quite surprising that he hasn't scored. Same thing for Troy Parrott, and also Eric Dyer. His headers, I don't think Eric Dyer played well today. What do you think?
I don't know. I think Dyer's not our best defender, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, he won a few headers. He just doesn't look like he's playing with confidence at the moment, which I don't blame him because he's had a lot of criticism.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, yeah. I agree.
I liked our fullbacks, especially in the first half. I'm not too sure who they were, number 44, number 42, but yeah.
Omol and Pascozzi.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was them, and I agree as well. They looked really confident with the ball. Pascozzi, we signed him from a club in Estonia. I believe they're called Tallinn. And also, surprisingly, we signed Omol from Arsenal last summer, and yeah, so they looked really comfortable on the ball. And we've also gotten, and also it's Delhi. I think he played quite well. He actually also scored the goal, and I think he was good.
Mhm. I think I mean, Delhi was good. He's getting back into the team now, which is nice to see. I don't know who our left back was in the second half, but I have to say he was quite rash. Especially, did you see when he uh, actually it wasn't given as a foul, but he slid in towards the end of the game when
Yeah.
the play. I don't know, but it was a relatively comfortable game. I mean, they brought on their youngsters as well, but it's just nice to see the fans coming back. It's nice to see us back in action. But I have to say, I like the look of Dane Scarlett. I didn't really see much of Troy Parrott, to be honest. I can't remember where's he been on loan this. Where did he go on loan last year?
He went to Millwall and Ipswich.
All right. So, what sort of Championship League One experience for him? But I mean, I've heard good things about Dane Scarlett. I've seen good things. He scored an offside goal with virtually his first touch, but a good finish nonetheless. But yeah, I don't want to get too excited because every time, as a Spurs fan, you get excited, it usually
Uh,
comes back to bite you. So I don't know about you, but I always have low expectations for Spurs. But also Lucas, he just has so much energy, even at how
he's
old is he? Lucas is
28, I believe.
yeah, he's 28. So I mean, not as old as I thought, but still, he's always got so much energy, which is good. But yeah,
Yeah, he's got a good pace in him, and I know this is a pretty hard question, but if you were Nuno, would you start or would you start Lucas as a regular or no?
I mean, I've always been fond of Lucas just because of his amazing work rate. Even if I think he over dribbles the ball sometimes, but for me, 100%. Um, I think, I mean, at the moment, we're not really linked with anyone else. I think we're very close to signing this Spanish player. I think Gil in deal for Lamella, but yeah, I mean, for me, Lucas has always put 100% and more effort into everything he's done. So I think he is a credit to our club, and so yeah, he should get good game time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Lucas should get good game time under Izoki if he was the manager, and then we've also gotten. Wait, have we talked about Winks? Because I thought he
Yeah,
had.
I mean Winks is a funny one, to be honest. I mean, when Winks was playing like 3 4 years ago, I always thought he was a good player, but he's just quite average, isn't he? And he's quite boring. He sort of epitomizes the a boring player. He likes to pass the ball back. He goes for the simple pass, not very ambitious, which is probably down to his lack of confidence.
Yeah,
I mean, he can do the basics well, but having said that, sometimes he even loses the ball, which I saw a couple times today. But he was passing it nicely. He had the penultimate pass for our first goal, or something like that, before we played through their defence. But yeah, I mean, I personally can't see him making it anywhere near our starting 11 this year. In the cup, maybe, but I would loan him out for a year. I think he was linked with, I can't remember, he was linked with someone. So if he can go away and get a bit of experience, maybe grow as a player, then yeah, you never know.
yeah. So Levy, he rejected the 40 million bid for him last year. I've got no clue why, and it was a big mistake. And now we really got to get rid of him. And also we've got. Have we talking about Son because he was really good. Same Bergwijn, he's been really poor. I don't want to be fat shaming anyone, but it looked like he gained a few pounds.
um, yeah. Also, Bergwijn is a strange one. I thought when he came to the club, which is now a year and a half ago, I've always liked him. I think that we shouldn't sell him. We should let him, gain some experience. But yeah, he looks to have put on a bit of weight. He makes some nice runs. he tries step overs quite a lot. But yeah, as I said, I don't know what his future is at the club. I think he needs to just step up and improve his game.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, so would you take him on? Would you get him on loan or no?
I would keep him at the moment just because I do think he is a good player. We saw him at PSV. He had a great goal scoring record. We've seen him at Spurs at times, just not consistently. The difference between him and someone like Harry Winks is Harry Winks. We've never seen, amazing quality apart from maybe that game a year and a half ago against Man City when he had a really good game when
Yeah.
Zinchenko got sent off. But I think with Bergwijn, we saw in his first game against Man City scored an amazing volley or half volley. So I don't think that should go unnoticed. But yeah, it's all about whether he can just be more consistent. Same with the player like Ndombele, who I think is just, he's a completely class player. I think everyone can acknowledge that, but he's just got to be more consistent. We even saw it in the Amazon documentary, him talking about how it took him a year to settle in. He's just got to keep settling in. But with Ndombele, we've got a class player, so we need to utilize that 100%.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you wouldn't take Bergwijn out on loan, which is fair. And also who I said that had a very disappointing game in the last two games against Leighton Orient and Colchester. I don't know if you've heard of him particularly because he's been quite. I can find his name. I forgot his name as well. Okay.
What
Lyons Foster. He's been really poor. For
did he play today?
he came on as a substitute.
Oh, right, number 60. What position is he?
He was a center back, but he went like he attacked more. I don't know why.
I thought our centre backs were alright, to be honest, especially when we had Tanganga. I think Tanganga looks solid.
Yeah,
And as long as you've got someone like Tanganga, he usually makes the defence look solid. So I mean, I didn't really notice him.
yeah. But the thing I noticed most is like I don't know why. I think no encouraged him to attack more, but he's there was a time where he came like he came quite next to Parrot and Scarlet, and he had such a horrible he because this just makes me sound so dumb, but he did like a horrible shot, like went so high up.
Was that Tanganga?
I don't
I
actually think it's
saw,
Tanganga.
yeah, I saw Tanganga have a shot which went high.
It could be him.
But yeah, I mean, as a centre back, if you're shooting, it's most likely to go into like Rosette. But each player had a lot of space, and when the youngsters came on, we were passing the ball around really nicely. I thought.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
So I think that's it for our analysis of the game, and now we could go to the transfer talk and all the news that has surrounded us. News that has came in for today. It's expected that the away kit will be announced tomorrow at 11 a.m. Have you seen the away kit? It looks like so exotic. Have you seen it?
I've just heard some transfer rumors when they're coming in, mostly through Instagram.
Yeah, yeah.
But I've heard loads of rumors that we've been linked with a player. I mean, it's easy to say that. I've heard Alwa, I've heard Skriniar, Tomiyasu, but I haven't heard, anything for sure. And I think we're really close to signing the goalkeeper from Atlanta.
Golini. He's expected to have his medical tomorrow.
It would be nice if we could sign their centre back as well from Argentina. It
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
look like that.
it does. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen, and that's really disappointing to see. And it's very,
I
very
centre
embarrassing.
back is definitely our main area to improve on. But I don't think any of our centre backs at the club are adequate at the moment, especially not Dyer, Sanchez, Tanganga maybe. Um, but I think we can do better than that. If you look at our attack versus our defense, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and he's apparently rejected us, which, as I was gonna say, is very embarrassing. And as like so much players rejected us, and it just proves what sort of the direction we are going to as a club, and it's really not nice to see.
So who rejected us? The defender from Atlanta.
Romero.
Yeah, Romero. I mean, I haven't really seen too much about him. I know we were linked with Skriniar for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with that. We just need one, at the very minimum, solid centre back. And I think that comes before anything else because we've seen it time and time again where defence lets us down. We always have a decent enough attack, even when Kane rarely gets injured.
Yeah.
Also, what do you think about our left back spot? Because Reguilon looked really shaky at the end of last season. Do you think he should start for us?
No, no. Because as if you've seen one of my podcasts before, I said that I'd rather start Hessenyon over Reguilon. But as a left winger, I wouldn't start because
Yeah, I think
if we go three at the back, then I won't. If we go three at the back, I won't start Sessignon. But if we go three at the back, oh my god! If we go four at the back, I won't start Sessignon. But if we go three, I'll start him. So like,
yeah, well, 5. I think he can play wing back. He played there for Hoffenheim. But
yeah.
have we got Setignon? He's ours now, right?
Oh what?
He's
Sorry.
ours now. He's not going on loan again, is he?
No, he's not.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I think he was good in the Bundesliga. Probably not going to start as our left back straight away because he's just come back from his loan. He's not, he's not played with the players before. But, I mean, we should probably just give Reguilon a second chance. Or hopefully, over the summer, he's had a chance to become less rash because
Yeah.
he likes to dive in. Same with Aurier.
Yes.
So I don't know what's going on at our right back spot. Maybe Nuno will bring out the best of Doherty. To be honest, it's all a mess in defence at the moment. We've got to get it sorted, haven't we?
Oh yeah. It's a mess. It's a mess. That's the best way to put it. It's a mess, and we need improvement. I don't know how, and I don't know like when, but let's just hope. Have you seen the latest like post? I've seen that Paratici. If I can check on Alistair Gold's Twitter page, he said something. He has like because you know how he takes like pictures before the game. Apparently, known Paratici, Fabio Paratici here at Colchester, and consistently on his phone, a very busy man, which Spurs fans will be happy about.
Yeah. What
Yes,
before the Colchester game?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then after, and yeah, before the game, and then after the game, Alistair Gold said, Fabio Paratici back on his phone after as Nuno Espirito Santo speaks to Spurs TV. So it seems like he's very busy. It should be interesting to see.
I hope he just signs us a centre back. I don't really care what else he does, to be honest. If we're not gonna sign a centre back, I can't see us finishing in the top 4.
That's bold. But I also have to agree.
I think Toby wants to leave. I think Dyer. I just can't really see him playing for Spurs at top level ever again. Tanganga, I thought he was unbelievable when he played in the 2019 to 20 season.
Yeah,
I think it's all about uh, who works best together and chemistry. And so last season it was really interesting. We had four centre backs. There was so many different partnerships. We had Sanchez and Rodon, Toby and Sanchez, which we saw most of the time, Rodon and Toby, Dyer and Sanchez, Dyer and Toby. Just so many, and none of them really worked. To be honest, you always felt like one of them was a liability. So yeah. I think that's enough bragging on about a centre back. But I think all Spurs fans will agree that centre back is definitely a priority.
definitely a priority. As you've said about um how many times we've rotated our center back options. Have like Jose Mourinho last season, he hasn't stuck with one like a center back partnership. He always rotated it, and it's never really seemed to work, which was really disappointing.
And Jose Mourinho, who was supposedly the best defensive manager in the world, if he can't even sort defence out, credit to how shocking it is.
Yeah, I agree. And is there anything else you'd like to say?
Um, I don't know, to be honest. Every year, as I said, I like to get my hopes low. I know it sounds a bit pessimistic, but well, hopefully we surprise us. And yeah, we'll see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Best way to end the show. Thank you all for listening to another episode of the SNA podcast. We'll see you soon.